All right. Time to start Golden Sun, which I've played before many years ago. Great game, except it looks terrible on the Game Boy Player. Absolutely terrible compared to a real Game Boy Advance. Just saying. If it looks bad, it's because of the Game Boy Player. No worries, Panda. Alright. Let's play it. So we gotta erase a file. Unfortunately. See, it took me 27 hours to clear the game. This was not me. Do I delete the second file too? How about we only take one file? Sorry, buddy. I have to erase your file. Alright. Ooh, are we calling him Isaac? No, we aren't. Yeah, these were this was my friend's file. I had even forgotten he had played the game on my. I must have lent him the game. What are we calling him? His real name is supposed to be Isaac. We're gonna call him. Aizen? Why I? I'm gonna call him. Zoop. I'm gonna call him Zoop. Zoopsy. We're gonna call him Zoopsy. Sounds like a good name. What's up, Drew? Zoopsy, wake up. Please, dear, wake up. Mount Aleph Boulder is going to fall. Have you played this before, Panda? Come on, Zoopsy, we have to go now. Zoopsy, you forgot something. It's pouring outside. Don't go out without your tunic. Oh man, this looks so bad on the screen. Oh well. Have you everything you need? No. I'm sorry, but we don't have time. You'll have to leave it behind. Why are you asking me the question then? Zoopsy, Dora, hurry! The boulder could fall at any second. Tell me if the sound is good, by the way. Kyle, will they be able to stop the boulder? I don't think so, not for long anyway. You two go on ahead and take refuge in the plaza. Aren't you coming? I need to help evacuate the other villagers. Let me help you, Kyle. It's too dangerous, Dora. Please, just take good care of Zoopsy. I regret calling him Zoopsy. Zoopsy's old enough to get to the plaza on his own. You can find your way, can't you, Zoopsy? No. You're a big boy now, Zoopsy. Why don't you go on your own? No. Okay, fine. I have no choice. You know the way. Just go south to get to the plaza. Be careful. Alright, no worries. Huh? Zoopsy? Did you come to get me? Yes. Oh, sorry to shove you like that. Well, we'd better go to the plaza before the boulder hits. I have time to visit houses, right? Zoopsy checked the wooden box, but didn't find anything. Jar. Okay, there's nothing here. Let's go up. Isn't that the boulder? I don't think there's anything here. Oh no. I'm stuck. It's a huge rock that Zipsy's strengths can't even budge. Oh no. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Zipsy, what do you want? I'm trying to save my things. It's Garrett's chest of valuables. What do you want me to do? Just dump my stuff? Yeah, we gotta go. You think I should forget these things and save my own life? What do you think? You know, you're right. Okay, let's get out of here. Woohoo! We already have another party member. We shouldn't go north. That'll take us toward Mount Aleph. The plaza is over there. Is over that way. We need to head south. Ah, the boulder's falling. It's too heavy. We can't hold it for long. If our Psynergy runs out, Vale will be destroyed. We have to hold on until the villagers are safe. Hurry, boys, run. It's just a little farther. Come on, Zipsy, run. The boulder's coming. We can't get around this rock. We'll have to find another way. This game is absolutely gorgeous on the Game Boy Advance. Oh no, what's happening? Rock slide, destroyed fence, monsters everywhere. It hurt pretty badly. Do you think I'll die? Yes. I knew it. This is it for me. Save yourselves. That's so cruel. I'm sorry, I should have said no. I should have said no. Oh, what? We have vandals? Vermin appeared. Yeah. Yeah, the battle music is great too. Bam! Critical hit. Easy peasy. This is a pretty easy game as far as I remember. It's not a hard RPG. It's a pretty easy one. Except this game uses an old style where there's no auto retargeting in this game, which is weird. You think the mushrooms are funny? Oh no, I can't do anything. Hey, did the bridge break too? Oh no, what? I didn't have time to read this because I pressed the button. Hang on, Felix! Felix will be alright. We'll find a way to save him. No, Felix! The rope won't reach. We should use Psynergy. Do you have any left? I used all mine up. What about you, Kyle? I'm drained from helping the other villagers. We have to get help. Can Felix hang on long enough for us to find help? There's nothing else we can do for him here, is there? Then go get help, but be as quick as possible. Jenna, can you go too? You'll find help, right? Your brother's counting on you, Jenna. Alright, let's get going. I'll go look up in the north. You head for the plaza, alright? Yes, ma'am. We're looking for anyone with any Psynergy left, right? Soupsy! You saw what happened? Yeah. I have to go get help before Felix drowns. I don't suppose... Could the two of you help me? Yes. Jenna has gone to the plaza to get help. Go join her. Oh no, we gotta save Felix from drowning. Oh, Zoopsie, you two don't have enough Psynergy to save Felix. Go find help. Not yet. Hang on, Felix. Help's on the way. Don't let go, Felix. Poor Felix. We said the same thing at the same time. Seven damage? That's a lot. I don't know. They're just typical standard enemies. I wonder if you can. I'm pretty sure you can find stuff in items in this game. Not sure there's anything in this first village though. Garrett. Going in all the houses, but everyone's gone. Checking barrels and jars. Huh? Are you asking me if I can use Psynergy, Zoopsie? Yes. If I were 10 years younger, I'd have plenty to offer, but I'm too old. You expect an old woman like me to use Psynergy? Don't ask the impossible. Jenna went off that way. Hey, that's a weapon, John. Oh, well, I can't do anything right now. Oh, little Felix has fallen into the river. That must be why Jenna looks so upset. I think it is. I have some Psynergy left. See? Isn't that impressive? Okay, so that's not supposed to be enough, I guess. Go aid the elders. The boulder's too heavy for them to hold much longer. We can't let the Mount Aleph boulder destroy our village. Let's go help the elders. I'm counting on you. Grandpa, Jenna. Garrett, Zoopsy, you came to help me. Jenna told me about Felix. Is that why you're here? I feel like answering the bad answers. No. Well, regardless, I want you to help Jenna. Great, I'm all charged up. Psychic energy. Ah, there you go. How are you? Have you recovered your Psynergy? You have to save Felix thanks to the Psynergy stone. Okay, Jenna, you heard him. Now hurry back. The path may be blocked by fallen rocks. You two can show them the way. Thank you, Zoopsy. We should have called him Isaac. We're in this race against time. We must hurry. Oh, I'm exhausted. I used up all my Psynergy deflecting falling rocks. Can I take a quick nap? I guess not. How can you take a hero named Zoopsy seriously? It was a mistake. I should have gave him his real name. Anyway, let's go save Felix. Mom, Dad, we're back. Is that you, Jenna? Yes, ma'am. We couldn't find anyone who could help. How did you do? You're just in time. Then my brother's the... Felix is alright. He's hanging in there. Come down here so we can save Felix. Uh-oh. Did everyone die? Oh, I'll go. It's no use. I can't move. Zoopsy, please get help. Zoopsy, the boulder. We need to get help or everyone will drown. Mom, Dad, Felix, please don't leave me all alone. No, it can't be. Kyle, it must be a dream. Okay. What can I do? What can I do? Zoopsy. I can't let him go alone. It's times like these that we men have to stand together. Felix and his parents, only the two of us survived. How could we have anticipated Soul Sanctum would unleash such fury? It's a miracle that even the two of us were spared. That switch, it must have been a trap. But to think it could conjure up a storm this powerful. Another demonstration of the awesome powers of alchemy. Regardless, we must not fall to the we must not fail the next time we challenge Soul Sanctum. Next time we shall certainly. Zoopsy, wait. You were eavesdropping on us just now, weren't you? No. Zoopsy. Zoopsy, they look scary. Are you sure that you should be talking to them? You must forget everything you heard. Don't worry, we'll help you forget. Mystery woman appeared. Mystery man appeared. Wow. I'm dead. Really? Oh, that's the intro. I was like, was I not supposed to die? 3 years later. Yeah. That was quite an intro. Soupsy, haven't you finished mending the roof yet? Yeah, at least we're not dead. You're almost done. Okay, keep at it. Yeah. Hehe, still training Garrett? Oh, there's our Drew character. Yeah. You sure do put your heart into it, Garrett. Oh, I'm just finishing up. That's good. It's time to go, and I was about to leave you behind. Say, what exactly happened to you two? The accident 3 years ago. Is that why you've been studying Psynergy? I appreciate your concern, but my family's never coming back, and neither is Zoopsy's father. Oh, they all died. Dang. I just want to forget that day. I wish everyone would. That awful day, we went to get help, but they found us unconscious. Well, let's get Zoopsy and go to Creighton's. What, Garrett? Huh? You were about to say something, weren't you? Don't be weird, Garrett. Yeah, their emotes are pretty. Yeah, it's true. Whatever. Whatever. Jenna, are you mad at me? I don't want to talk about it. Dang, come on. Huh? They're always like shaking. They're like... They're like little bouncy figures. Zoopsy's waiting for us. But Jenna. I'll leave you behind if you're too slow. Jenna. Good job, Zoopsy. You patched it nicely. Alright, you're all done. You're very reliable, Zoopsy, just like your father was. What is it, Zoopsy? Do you still think about the accident? Yeah, I thought so. You and Garrett have been working yourselves on the bone studying Psynergy. Do you think things would have been different if you'd had stronger abilities? Of course. That's what I thought. I was devastated when Kyle died. I felt all alone. It's taken some time, but I'm better now. I still have you, Zoopsy. You're almost 17. You're so much like Kyle was when he was young. I'm looking forward to seeing where life takes you. Mom! Hello, Jenna. Good morning. Yes, good morning. Well, if it isn't Garrett, too. Where do you all plan to go today? We're going to Mount Aleph with Creighton. Mountain climbing with Creighton, huh? Kids and their games. No, it's part of our studies. Ah, yes, alchemy. Alchemy is the foundation of all Psynergy. And you all know Mount Aleph is the greatest source of alchemy. They say Creighton is the best teacher around. Alchemy, I wonder what use it all is. Your mother would rather see you grow up to be a happy, ordinary man. But I suppose you still want to go. No. It's nice of you to humor me, but I know you don't mean it. You're just as stubborn as your father. Ah, be careful, ma'am. Garrett, don't. Oh, that was exciting. I'm sorry, I scared you like that. Oh yeah, the game doesn't really give you real choices. Well, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'll get out of your way right away. Wait, not there. Huh? What's wrong with? You're breaking the roof again, Garrett. What are you doing? Ah, never mind. This whole house will fall apart if you stay much longer. I'll get this fixed up. You don't have to hang around here. Thank you, ma'am. Please call me Dora. We'll get going right away. Wait, Garrett. Just watch your step. Garrett and Jenna joined the party. Woohoo! Alright. I told that clumsy Garrett it would be alright, but what am I gonna do about this hole? Okay, we gotta find Creighton, I guess. There's a book entitled Legend of Mount Aleph. It says the mountain's name refers to the origin of all things. See, we got a little bit of lore here. Is that coffee? No, it's a jar. Looked like coffee. Hone your Psynergy. Do not use it for evil. I hear Creighton has guests again. He's pretty popular for his age. You and Garrett are older now and you can't waste your time fooling around. What? At the very least, visitors should introduce themselves to the mayor. There seems to be an appalling group in town that won't even do that. What's the world coming to? Garrett has grown quite strong in the past 3 years. Please watch over him. Okay. Making a great village. Oh, it's just telling me the title. It's not letting me read it. I want to know how to make a great village. So Creighton came to Vale to study Mount Aleph, right? He said he was studying Mount Aleph and alchemy and the like. Mount Aleph, alchemy. Are they related somehow? Perhaps? If there are visitors in town, we can't use our Psynergy. The ancient laws say the secret of Psynergy can never be revealed. Really? I wonder who this group of visitors is, huh? Probably... Val must remain hidden. Psynergy's secrets mustn't fall into the wrong hands. It's one of the laws of her village, handed down from long ago. Man, Aleph looks beautiful today. It's so peaceful. Bruh, bruh. Woo woo. There are some puppies playing over there. We should let them be. Bruh. Cure, move, retreat. Retreat to the dungeon's entrance. Cure. Move. Huh. That did not work. Thought I could move that thing. Like pick it up. See, it shows it's a modern game. It tells you what it does right away. With modern quote modern. Wait, let me try again. Feels like I should grab that. I should be able to grab that. Maybe not. Okay, let's stop wasting my magic. Place looks like it did 3 years ago, after the storm. Soupsy, watch out, don't get too close to the river. Whoa, relax. Don't scare me like that. Do you ever dream of seeing the world outside the village? Someday, I'm definitely gonna leave Val. Journey to the northern continent of Ingara, and all about the southern continent of Gondolin. Soupsy learned that Mount Aleph is on the western edge of Angara. Wait, what? Felix? That's not Felix. Felix died. That's the guy that helped us. I hope you two won't be taking Jenna outside the village with you. Why? My granddaughter Jenna is finally happy again. I have you and Garrett to thank for that, Zoopsy. Jenna is the spitting image of her mother, whom we lost that day. I just want Jenna to be happy. There's a notebook belonging to Jenna's aunt. It contains sketches Jenna's aunt and mother drew as children. Oh, that's so sad. Wait, why did you say Felix? Was that Felix? I don't think that's Felix. I don't think so. Few people outside the Val possess the power of Psynergy. That's why we need permission to leave the village to protect this secret of Psynergy. The laws of Vale, which describes the Vale's customs, get permission to leave the village. Never show Psynergy to outsiders. We are the only people in the world with Psynergy? Is that a fact? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. The mighty power of nature, the power beyond human understanding, can be seen in volcanic eruptions and great floods. Yeah, I see what you mean. No, I just, when I asked the question, I hadn't seen your message yet. I hear old man Kraden's got some visitors. Let's go use our Psynergy to scare them. Yes. You're more of a prankster than I thought, Zoopsy. I like that. What, you don't really want to do it? Psynergy is replenished by touching a Psynergy stone. If your Psynergy runs low, just walk around. You'll recover it slowly. That easy, huh? With Psynergy, the more you practice, the more you'll learn. To the travelers that stopped by today, go to meet the mayor. I have no idea. It's very polite to visit the mayor when coming into a new town. It's just shameful not to do that. Ask me anything about armor. Artifacts? What are artifacts? It doesn't tell you if you will raise your attack or defense. Okay, I already have it. Okay, now it tells you here. Moves to 34, right? Okay, at least it tells you. Long ago, my grandfather was a powerful adept. I'm so proud of him. My father also died in that storm 3 years ago. I'm going to hone my skills. That way, I'll be ready for anything. My son is still young, so I don't make him work too long. But he takes after his father, so I'm sure he'll grow to be a fine man. Well, if it isn't Zoopsy, it's just another quiet day in Val. Kraden and visitors when I dropped by this place this morning. I wonder what became of them. Zoopsy, have you remembered to meditate on Mount Aleph daily? No. For shame, Zoopsy. Mount Aleph keeps watch over Val. Meditate each and every day to help keep us safe. Zoopsy checked the Psynergy stone. Party's PP is fully restored. You had a very difficult time 3 years ago, didn't you? No. You're a strong lad, Zoopsy, so you were able to deal with it all. But I just couldn't bear seeing Jenna like that. What happens if you say yes? You lost your father, Jenna lost her whole family. It was awful. At least Jenna's grandparents have been able to care for her. The Valians are our chosen people. Our powers of Psynergy are proof of that. One of the men from that group staying here wore a mask over his face. I guess he was trying to cover up some scars or something. 2 of those 3 guests staying with us have gone out. Welcome to our inn. I'm choosing the bad answer every time. Hey, boy. Do you have business with me? Yes. That's too bad, because I have no business with you. Be off. Okay. No business then. Hey Zoopsy, have I shown you my new ability? No. Really? Well, here's a little sample for you. Behold the power of Psynergy. Ha! Impressive, isn't it? Okay, so where do we go? Where is Kraden's house? Ah, I see. Look at how blurry Zoopsy becomes when you run. Crazy. So what have I missed? Did I miss a house somewhere? I'll show you on the world map later. He's running at ultimate speed. Wait, what am I missing? Where's Kraden's house? Did I talk to him? Yes, I have. Am I gonna have to walk all the way back? Okay, I'm lost. Nice start. I must have missed a house somewhere. Yo, thank you very much for the gift sub, Drew. Appreciate it. As always. As always, thank you very much. I hope your internet works fine now. Yeah, what am I missing? I'm missing something. I don't know what it is. Do they really want me to walk back up? Fix it later. Thank you for grazing my eyes with Adel. Oh, maybe I should use this. Garrett, you make me mad sometimes. Your training stone crushed my flowers. You're in for it tonight. Just wait and see. You're in trouble now, Garrett. Your sister's really mad. There, I moved it. I'll get you for my flowers. Just see what happens tonight. Okay, sister. I'm jealous of you, Garrett, because your grandpa's the mayor. Do you feel the same, Zoopsy? Yes. Yeah, when travelers come, you get to hear all about the outside world. Must have been around here, then I walked down for no reason. Val stays pristine because of Alep's purity. Taint that purity, and you risk terrible retribution. Do you need to go to past here? Yes, you must be going to Kraden's cottage. Okay, that's weird because there were dogs here before. Now the dogs are gone. Our Psynergy was given to us by the sacred power of Mount Aleph. Psynergy is what grants the wishes of the chosen people. Psynergy is the power that should never be used for good, neither for evil. Welcome, weary wanderers. What aid do you seek? Revive, cure poison, repel evil, remove curse. Okay, how do I save in this game? Tell Abel. Save your quest. So see, I changed the color because you can change the window color. We'll just keep it. Oh, we can put the message speech. Auto sleep. Let's see what it does. Alright, it's going fast enough already. Hey, oh, it went back to normal. Same as this Twitch color name. They seem to know a little of Soul Sanctum's mysteries. The Elders of Vale must not permit anyone to enter it, not even Kraden. Kraden, can we use him? His knowledge is no meager thing. We can use him. But he's more stubborn than we expected. And cunning too, cunning beyond measure. If you won't go willingly, then we can always. You there, what are you doing? What are we doing? You were eavesdropping on our conversation. Nah. Huh, I guess that I should take you at your word. Hey, you're the ones who were sneaking around. Sneaking? Who are you to accuse me? It's the same guys as before, so Kraden's engagement was with you. Yeah, we're off to meet him right now. And this appointment is important enough to drive us away? Yes. Puh! If your errand is more important than our own, then... Go. You're letting us go? Are you sure, Satiros? Minardi, we have no reason to delay these children any further. Let's go, Zoopsy. Go, children. You must not keep Kraden waiting. You'd better leave before we change our minds. Yeah, I don't want to fight again. You're too strong for me. Do you hear those awful growls coming from the other side of the fence? No. Really? You mean I'm the only one that hears them? Yes? I'm sorry to say, but you're crazy. Okay, let's go up anyway. Just who were they? Yeah. They already know too much about Soul Sanctum. Things that even the Elders of Vale don't know. And what were they saying about the elements? The elements of alchemy, earth, water, fire, and wind. They plan to set them into motion. And the 4 elemental stars are the key. These are things even I, a trained alchemy sage, do not know. Oh, Zoopsy! You look like something's bothering you. Me? Ah, well. It's those two, isn't it? Saturos and Minardi were their names, right? Are they still out there? They're very persistent. Did they want something from you, Kraden? That seems to be the case. Seems to be. Mount Aleph and Soul Sanctum. They spoke as if they'd been, as if they'd seen them with their own eyes. Isn't that strange? No. Why? I had to wait many years before I was allowed into the Sanctum. Of course it's strange. And if they entered secretly, then they might be thieves. We have to go and tell the Eye Elders and the villagers. Wait, everyone. I still don't know how accurate the things they said were. We can do nothing until we confirm what they told me. What should we do? Well, we go and confirm it. Do you mean we should go into Soul Sanctum ourselves? Isn't that impossible? Why would it be? Just because climbing Mount Aleph is forbidden? No. That's right, we're just going to see if they've been to Mount Aleph. We'll be fine if they don't see us, right? No. Sure, you say no, but you know you want to. This will be just their secret, okay? No. No, Zoopsy, you can't even tell your mother. That it's decided. We'll make you the leader, okay, Zoopsy? No. There are some dangerous places between Mount Aleph and Soul Sanctum, so I'll take over if you get nervous. If Garrett is our leader, we'll be the ones who are nervous. Don't you agree, Kraden? You don't have to be mean. This is our best bet. Alright, let's go. Just answering no all the time is funny. Ooh, see, I knew looking for stuff. I knew looking into jars could give you some stuff. Pumpkin chai tomorrow? Okay. There's a book entitled The Fountain of Tolby. The Fountain of Tolby will test your luck. That's a very long book. Encyclopedia of Alchemy. All things are composed of 4 elements: earth, water, fire, and wind. In search of the ancient Lemurians. Study of alchemy. To understand alchemy, one must understand the elemental powers. That's where the script ends. Wow, really? That's where the script ends? Ha, do you understand the joke? They don't appear to contain anything particularly novel. Ha! Ha ha! Ha! That's a good one, translator. Don't know who you are, but that's a good one. No, it's not here. Wait, where are we going now? I want to. I think we need to exit the village, right? Not sure, but maybe. Oh, maybe it's here. Do you hear those awful growls? Okay, again. Can you move this? Nope. I thought this was the path, maybe. I don't remember where he told us to go. Not here, apparently. Shoot! Even though I was reading out loud. I don't remember what he said. How do you go to Mount Aleph? Aha. You're not planning on sneaking up to Mount Aleph, are you? Yeah. Mount Aleph is a sacred peak. No one can climb it without permission. I'm still going. Oh. You're not... You gotta Metal Gear this. Wait, did that save? Here we are. This is the entrance to Soul Sanctum. This is your first time here, right? No. I doubt that if you ever get the chance to see the Sanctum firsthand. Here it is, beginning of puzzles. This game is extremely puzzle heavy. Like, this game is all about puzzles. Don't get caught. Wild mushroom. Nimbly dodges the blow. Maybe I should have bought some better weapons. Oh, see? Now Garrett is gonna waste his turn, yeah. Because there's no auto retargeting. Okay, I took the middle path. Oh, she has magic. I had a small jewel. I have no idea what that is. Cures delusion, stun, and sleep. A beautiful eye-shaped jewel. Okay, do we go right or left? Okay, this is for the jewel. It's a relief of a minotaur. The right eye is sparkling, but there's a hole where the left eye should be. In the empty socket. You hear the sound of shifting stone. Alright, let's go this way. Vermin. I like how it's called vermin. Okay, it's not worth it. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, look, puzzle time. What's wrong, Kraden? Those two said there was a hidden passage leading deeper into the Sanctum. I've come here many times and I've always thought it looks strange. I always imagined Soul Sanctum would look different somehow. What do you mean? Soul Sanctum was built in honor of the sun. There ought to be something here to reflect that. I was always puzzled why there wasn't. If there is a hidden passage, then maybe it leads to... Well, let's see if we can find it. I think he's serious. Should we help him, Zoopsy? No. You can't seriously want to turn back after we've come this far. Let's help Kraden. We should stick together after all. Well, look at that. Oh, you gotta be stuck to it. Okay. I love... Yeah, I'm picking the bad answer because it changes nothing. That's just funny. Hey, this is a slime in this game. That doesn't look like a slime to me, does it? I'm weak. Can I get a level up already? Because he's the only one that has cure. Give me a level. I don't know if this game, when you level up, I don't remember if it heals you. Oh, crap. Yo, Zoopsy's now a level 2 Squire. Mastered the Squire's Quake. Maximum HP rises by 7. And that answers my question. No, it doesn't heal you. I got a small jewel. What's up, Sauerkraut? How's it going? Wow! That's a lot. What if I do use Quake? It cures your PP, though. Ah! You gotta choose. Okay. Okay. No, that was not enough. Okay, nothing was enough. Alright. Yo! Garrett is now a level 2 guard. Okay, so these two are enough. Oh, he fled. It's the beginning of the game and the slimes are already fleeing. Wow. Dang it, I gotta check every path. I can't help myself. Get out of here, slime. Oh, it led to this? Okay, whatever. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Cure. 5 of his brothers. You think they're all family? Level 2 flame user. What am I doing? Jeez. So many people. Missed an attack. Oh, it's not going to be always the same thing either. Depending on where we are, it's going to change. Should I heal again? You know. More statues. Doesn't look like we can reach them from here. Perhaps Psynergy is the key. Zoopsie, try to use your Psynergy. Yeah, are you kidding? That's what I was gonna do. I actually use Garrett's. Is there some pattern? Ah, there it is. Bye, Abel. Have a good one. Thanks for dropping by. How long does it take you? Why? A maze appeared. I wonder if a maze is amazing. I've dropped behind. It used to be just a few days, but now I've streamed a lot, so it takes time for the uploads. A maze. You got an oil drop. What's an oil drop? Causes damage with flames. Ooh. Makes sense. So what's here? Just nothing here? Oh. There it is. The sound of shifting stone. Yeah, there's much fewer random encounters. And this is not a hard game, you know, it's not a NES or SNES era RPG. So we won't have to do some grinding at all, I think. We can just play the game casually and we'll be strong enough to beat it. Okay, so I guess it's not here. Oh, that opened. That's not what I wanted to do. A maze. Yeah, you get a PP back just moving, so it makes it even easier, right? You don't run out of MP and be like, "Shh, I need an item." You can just walk around and get your MP back. I feel like using Flare then. Let me try it. Woo. Oh, in that sense. I thought you meant like how long before you upload the videos. I thought that's what you meant. Well, my internet has been sucking recently, so it's been taking longer than usual to upload videos. I don't know why, but my upload speed has been terrible. Wow. Don't rumble me. Don't. Oh, okay, I'm gonna save. Imagine I die at the boss. Imagine. You can even save in dungeons. This is it. We found it. Clearly, this is the mark of the sun, the heart of Soul Sanctum. It's just as I'd imagined, which means the two were telling the truth. But what if they said, what if what they said was true? Then that means they must have been... They were thieves. They came to rob the Sanctum. Let's hurry back to the village and tell everybody. Kraden, what's the matter? We're so close. Close to what? We've come all the way to the heart of Soul Sanctum to turn our backs on it and leave. There's something wrong with that. Soul Sanctum holds the origins of alchemy. It would be a waste. What do you think? Shall we go a little farther? No. He's angry. Then you can all go back to the village without me. If you put it that way, we don't have much choice. I'm with Kraden. I want to look inside. Really? We'll just go a little bit further. Good, let's decide it. Let's move ahead. What is this room? There's the moon in the center, a picture of Luna. This must symbolize night. These rooms must be connected somehow, don't you think? Nah. But a room for Luna and one for Saul, it can't be mere coincidence. What does it all mean? Zoopsie, would you look farther up the passage? Nah. Then just wait here. Oh, I should have said yes. He's gonna do it for me. Just wait over there. Clearly I gotta move the statues around. And here too. Wow. What's happening? Zoopsy must have found something. Zoopsy, stop! You're about to make a big mistake. Wait, Zoopsy! What's wrong, Kraden? This is the most interesting mechanisms you've found, Zoopsy. But this is clearly some kind of trap. This is a trap? Go look in the lunar room and you'll understand. Why would you want me to go there? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna be electrocuted. You've done well. Finding this means you're looking in the right place. But if you just move one statue, you will be cut in the Sanctum's trap. Why would anyone put a trap there anyway? I don't know who did it, but they've hidden something very important. Perhaps they've hidden a key to alchemy itself. Should I tell you more? No. Well, even if I told you now, you probably wouldn't understand. Let's try and find a solution to this mystery. Sheesh, another mystery. I'll keep checking the lunar room. You continue exploring the Sanctum. My intuition tells me that light must be the key to the secret. We should test it. Zoopsy, let's see if we can't figure out this by ourselves. Well, so it's not about... Why is there another room here? Ooh, I got a Psynergy stone. The party's PP is fully restored. Oh, I see. I wasted it. Cute. I like this room. It's pretty. Pretty room. Yeah, they're not movable. Can I fall into that hole? Nope. Oh, but I can probably, I see. I see. Oh, I can't. I thought for sure I could move it. Maybe I can move it. There you go. Something clicked. So let's just go down. Okay. Do I have to do the Luna part now? I guess not. Oh, I just triggered the same thing again. Oh no. Excellent work, Zoopsy. Okay, I don't know what I did, but it worked. Oh, because of the drawing on the ground. I just noticed. Where did that hole come from? When Zoopsy moved those statues, two beams of light shot right out of them. And then this hole appeared in the floor. And Zoopsy dropped the statue into it after that. Good work, everyone. So the statue puzzle was the trap. And that other statue was here to disarm the trap. And now that you've disarmed it, we should be alright. Ooh, thank you. I'll observe from the Luna room where it's safe. You handle the rest. What does that mean? Yeah, the music in this game is fantastic, and you haven't heard of all of it yet. There's many, many great tunes in this game. We just started. Okay, now the music's not there anymore. What happened? Or am I gonna get a fight? Look, Zoopsy, the picture of Luna changed the soul. But other than that, nothing looks different. That's strange. They went to the trouble of putting a trap here, and this is all that happens? Somewhere, something else must have changed. We must find it. We must. Look, the symbol on the floor. It changed from Soul to Luna. Surely there must be something in this room. Yeah, right here. Aha, this has to be it. Let's go, Zoopsy. Wait for me, Zoopsy. I'm on my way. Oh, final dungeon of the game, guys. We're here. Looks like a final dungeon. Ah, this music is so nice too. Where are we? Is that the ocean? It's a short game. It couldn't be. The ocean has waves. Yeah, one dungeon over and out. You know, it's a 1 hour RPG. The ocean, what's that? The ocean is a thing of endless water at the end of the world. You would not understand. Someday I'll show it to you myself. Ah, they don't know what the ocean is. The elemental stars. They really exist. The elemental stars exist. They taught us about those. Elements are the foundation of all matter. Stones, wood, even us, all things are made from those 4 elements. Did I get it right, Zoopsy? No. No, Zoopsy, Garrett is quite correct. As I've told you many times, the elements are the source of all matter. Earth, water, fire, and wind, these are the 4 elements. Legend holds that the 4 elemental stars contain the purified essence of each element. And now, those legendary stones are before us. Ding. The Venus star, the elemental stone of Earth. Mercury star, possessing the power of water's many forms. There's the Mars star, glowing red with the fire contained within. And Jupiter star, bound with the wind's fury. Why are you getting so excited? How can you be so calm in the face of such wonders? You're looking at the very source of all alchemy. Admittedly, I'd probably be excited too. Haven't I told you all this before? No. Then this must be a lot for you to take in. The wisdom stone, the stone of sages. This stone dominates everything. It can transmute crude matter into gold, even thwart death itself. Ooh. You understand now, don't you? No. You still do not understand? Alchemy exists because of the elemental stars. I don't really get how it works, but they have enormous power, right? Beyond enormous. With a single gem, one could conquer the world. Now, perhaps you begin to understand. Don't scare us like that, Kraden. I totally thought you were serious. Conquering the world. Who can say what the truth is? They keep shaking like, huh? Huh? That's why I've been searching for the elemental stars. I seek to learn the truth about the stones. Now they lie before me. Whoa. Be careful, Kraden. It looks slippery. But I must examine the elemental stars. Make the boys do it. Oh, thank you, Jenna. Oh, I couldn't ask. Would you mind? He'd be glad to get the stones for you, right, Zoopsy? No. Don't make me ask you again. Would you please do it? No. Don't make me ask you again. Would you please do it? No. I wonder if, like, saying no, like, 10 times maybe changes the dialogue or something. Or maybe game over. Okay, I'm stuck here. Thank you. You'll need this, Soupsy. You brought those from your cottage, right, Kraden? What are those bags? They're made of woven threads of mithril. I prepared them for such an occasion. Now go fetch the elemental stars and put them in those bags. Zoopsy got 4 mithril bags. Okay, I have no choice. Okay, I can't do it. Can't do it. Seems like I can't get anywhere. There it is. Okay, that's one. I'm gonna like trigger a natural catastrophe or something. Good. Now go fetch the others. This can't be good. Either that or they're gonna get stolen as soon as we walk out of here. Some Sataros and Minardi are gonna come and steal them from us, I guess. That's my guess. I should have trusted my instincts and gone back all like right away. I figured you couldn't get both of them at the same time. What? You think Kraden's gonna die that bad? If he dies, I'm gonna find it sus that you would know that. Either you're very good at guessing or you've seen it before. Bye, sauerkraut. Thanks for coming. I knew it. I knew it. It looks like they spotted us. I thought we'd be safe until they got in all the elemental stars. You mean to steal the elemental stars? Master Kraden, are you calling us thieves? As I recall, aren't you the one who stole our information? What will you do with us once you've got the elemental stars? I'm sure they'll do us in once they no longer need us. Relax, you will not be hurt. Oh, it's the green and blue mask guy. That was our agreement, was it not? That all depends on how well they cooperate. They'll be safe as long as they hand over the elemental stars. Isn't that enough? You heard us. If you wish to save your friends, give us the elemental stars. Do you accept our terms? No. Very good, Zoopsy. You must not give them the elemental stars. Why would you deny us? Don't you want your friends to be safe? What guarantee do we have once we've given you the elemental stars? Guarantee? I have one. You will have to remove your mask. That means... Of course, a fine idea. He will be our guarantee. Under the circumstances, we have little choice. Felix, remove your mask. What? What did he say, Zoopsy? He called that guy Felix. That's what he said, isn't it? No. But that's what I heard. Felix? It can't be. That day, the boulder, we saw him die, didn't we? No. We searched for weeks, but still couldn't find him. What's wrong, Felix? Don't you want to feel them? Don't you want them to feel safe? Felix, wasn't that the name of your brother? But that accident, my brother, he... Oh man, I'll do it. At least it's not like a, you know, final thing of the game reveal. You know, we got it right here at the beginning, so I'll take off my mask. Poor Jenna. It's not possible. Is he? I know I've caused you much grief, Jenna. It was a miracle that I survived that day. We are the ones who saved him. We saw him floating unconscious in the river as we passed. I've been with them ever since. I've experienced a lot. But why? Why did you leave me all alone? Jenna. My own brother. I thought you were dead. Save this tear reunion for later. That's right, the elemental stars come first. Is this acceptable? Felix would never allow us to harm you or his sister. Felix will be our guarantee. Now give us the elemental stars. We don't have any choice. Should we give them the elemental stars? No. If you don't hand them over, they won't let Jenna go. Ooh, Garrett took the elemental stars. Will you permit me to relieve you of those elemental stars? Who's that guy now? Oh, Alex, you're late. Alex is another of our companions. Hand the stones to him. Oh great, after we did all that work, Garrett gave him the elemental stars. I'm afraid I must apologize in advance. For you will be bringing us the remaining elemental star as well. Wait a second. You want us to grab the other one for you too? Oh, did you not understand me? You said you'd set Jenna free once we gave you the elemental stars. You promised. No, my friend, we want you to bring us all the elemental stars. Stop grumbling and bring us the last star. Oh, I said yes, and dang it, I wanted to say no. Thank you for your cooperation. We'll be waiting for the rest. Because I pressed by accident. I didn't want to say that. I can't even come here. Have to go around. There's only one left. You're almost done. What are you doing? Bring us the final gem. My brother's alive, but why didn't he tell me sooner? I'm sorry, everyone. I'm responsible for all of this. If you want to save them, you'll bring us the final elemental star. Let's just leave, guys. There aren't any elemental stars out there. Oh, I'm disappointed. If Alex can just teleport, why doesn't he do it himself? Uh-oh. That's bad. What's the matter? What happened? No, not again. The water's gone. Without the energy of the elemental stars, the chamber's collapsing. Is this the terrible retribution the villagers spoke of? This may be more of alchemy's power. Whew, it's over. But what was it? What is that? No. That rock, it's floating. Do you know what it is, Zoopsy? Yes. Yeah, I know, it's a rock, stupid. Could that be the wise one? But I thought maybe his evilness wouldn't allow him to get them. Yeah. He's too evil to do the work himself. Such power, incredible. Wow. It must be the guardian of the elemental stars. This doesn't look good. Maybe we should just escape while we can. But we need the Mars Star. We can't leave it behind. I agree with Felix. We're no match for the Guardian. The Mars Star will have to wait for another day. What about Zoopsy and Garrett? We can't just leave them there. Forget about them. They won't make it out. They won't make it out alive. But Saturos, there's still a chance they might survive. Anything is possible. So what do you suggest we do? We take this Jenna with us. If they survive, they will want her back. And if they want her back, they'll bring us the star. Regardless, Kraden must come with us. He is connected to all of us. Alex, are you breaking our promise? Conditions have changed since we made that promise. Jenna's not any part of this. I won't let you hurt her. Do what you will with me. Just let Jenna go. Your bravery speaks well of you, old man. But you cannot help Jenna now. If we leave Jenna, she will surely die. Is that what you want, Felix? Even we're not, you know, we're no match for the wise one. Perhaps we ought to continue this elsewhere, Felix. Felix. Please, can we go now? Let's make haste. Hey, don't push my sister. Who do you think you are talking to? You owe us your life. Minardi! Master Kraden, you will be joining us, of course. Dang. Well, goodbye. Zoopsy Garrett, don't die. I like the slowdown in the text speech. Like it puts emphasis on what they're saying. You know, even the text slows down and stuff, or shakes and whatever. I think it's interesting. The Mars Star. It's a pity that we have to leave it, but perhaps we'll be seeing it soon. I remembered Saturos and Minardi when I started this game, but I had forgotten about Alex. Well, this turned out badly, wouldn't you say? Nah. How can you be so calm at a time like this? Jenna and Kraden are gone. You don't think they'll hurt Jenna and Kraden, do you? Yes. Thanks a lot, but seriously, Jenna and Kraden should be fine. Felix is with them. They're fine. This really is terrible. We've got a long way to go if we're going to make it out of here. We're in big trouble. Nope. Quit acting so tough. Let's get out of here. Hey, Zoopsy, I'm over here. Come on, we gotta go. Why are you standing there? This place has become dangerous. You're the dangerous one. Is this thing gonna help us after all? The volcano will soon erupt. I cannot hold it long. You must leave this place. The elemental Djinn, they have returned. Take out the elemental star. No. Zoopsy cannot resist. Return it to its bag. The elemental stars are moving away from here. Without the power of the elemental stars to contain it, the magma flows freely once again, and this chamber is collapsing. There will be no chamber for the elemental stars to return to. The world will be exposed to the threat of alchemy. Alchemy, a threat. It can be a dangerous power if it's misused. If the elemental stars ignite the flames of the 4 lighthouses, that power will be released. As long as the 4 lighthouses remain unlit. Volcano, it's erupting. Flee now. But how? Ah, I see. I will help you. Okay, we've been teleported out. So we gotta go light the lighthouses. Did that floating ice thing save us? No. Yeah, right. Let's get out of here. Okay, I have to walk out. Seems like, okay. Are we gonna find Kraden and Jenna before the end of the game, or are we only gonna see them at the very end of the game? It's likely that we're not gonna see them again until the very end. That's my guess. What's up, Solgnar? How's it going? Thank you for the raid again. Hey! Oh, I forgot I put the... I forgot I put the Grandia image when for the raids. I didn't even notice last time because I had always a page open over it. What's up, dude? What were you playing? Is that the weapon do you need? Link to the Past, huh? Great game. And we're out. That's a pretty long intro, huh? This game is a long intro. Kind of. I feel like we're still in the intro. I thought Mount Aleph was inactive. Oh, my grandson. Will Garrett be safe in this eruption? Grandpa, we don't even know if he's up there. But sis, someone saw him and his friends climb Mount Aleph. They were hanging around here while I was on guard duty. Soupsy and Garrett went to Mr. Kraden's house. Did they say they were studying alchemy? Yes, they did, but what does they have to do with the eruption? Hey, Jenna, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Redux mode with our weapon switch. Aha, interesting. It's Grandpa and the others. What should we do, Zoopsy? Should we go back up? What's the wrong answer here? Yes. Garrett! It didn't work. Zoopsy! You're safe. Come over here, both of you. Yeah, Jenna's in the game, that's true. Well, she just disappeared. She was just kidnapped. Where have you been? What happened? Weren't Jenna and Kraden with you? No. What do you mean? They were taken away? Well, I didn't say that. I said they weren't with me. This is all very complicated. We need you to tell us exactly what happened on the mountain. Come into a sanctum, both of you. They're telling the entire story. Oh man, the music. So pretty. That looks like the Grandia animation. That's what it looks like. We had no idea. The true Sanctum. And Jenna and Kraden, they're prisoners. No. Well, we can only hope they're all right. Do you think they can be saved? No. Then our hopes must lie with Felix. What is it, Garrett? Great healer. You have been very quiet. It's like you're 1,000 miles away. That hovering stone, the one that appeared before Zoopsy. What about it? I've seen it before in my dreams. In my mind's eye, it appeared again just now and spoke to me. You saw it just now? It must be the Wise One, guardian of the elemental stars. It told me what happened to you in Soul Sanctum. So, what does the Wise One say about the eruption? Will the volcano destroy Vel? It's impossible to stop the eruption now. Will Val be? Val will be safe. The Wise One will prevent the lava from reaching us. What's the matter, Great Healer? The village will be destroyed, won't it? Something even more dreadful than Vel's destruction looms ahead. What could be worse than the destruction of Vel? A terrible power. The elemental star gems house incredible power. And Vel has been guarding those gems. The elemental lighthouses will lose that power upon the world. Once the power of the gems have been released, the whole world will. The Wise One wants us to get the gems back, doesn't he? This world is ours to save or to destroy. Our inaction may bring about its destruction. What a pity. We cannot hope for salvation. We must save ourselves. Then what can we do? Acquiring the elemental stars is their fate alone. Are you suggesting we place the fate of the world in the hands of Zoopsie and Garrett? Garrett is only a child. You can't expect him to bear such a burden. Hey, but he's an exceptional child. The Wise One has spoken. Each of you shares responsibility for this. Now, each of you must make your own decision. I don't know what to do, Zoopsie. You decide. Zoopsie, will you accept responsibility for the fate of the land? No. I can't blame you. I couldn't do it if I were in your shoes. Oh, that's it? Can I leave? Oh, I can't. Once you step outside the village, you cannot take back your decision. Think about that before you leave the Sanctum, Zoopsie. Oh, wait. Let me save my quest. And so the world began drifting towards its fated destruction. Dang, you can actually game over. You can actually game over there. Alright, let's say yes instead. You accept? Oh, Zoopsie, you can't mean it. You chose to leave your decision to Zoopsie. There shall be no further discussion. Oh, Wise One. These two have accepted your quest. Give us your next command. That was Golden Sun. We're done. Alright. Moving on. What's the next game, guys? You two are quite brave to take on this quest. I shall be watching you. Choose your destiny wisely, young ones. That was the Wise One. What did the Wise One say? Felix must unlock the power. Find the lighthouses. You'll have the guidance of the elemental star. Then what? What should they do there? Surely, that cannot be all the advice you can offer them, Great Healer. Seek the elementals, the Djinn. They will prove useful. Yeah, that's one of the big parts of this game, is the Djinn. Is there anything else? That is all. You can get summons through your Djinn and equip them with, you know, different things. You can decide which elemental Djinn you equip to which character, which changes their attacks and stuff. That's it. Isn't there anything else you can tell them? That's it. This is all, Mayor. I'll leave it up to you, Zoopsy Garrett. Hey, isn't it almost time to meditate? Oh yeah, meditation, let's go. Well, what good are those guys sending children off with no help or direction? I agree, but they didn't give us any other choice. Then, when should they go? It doesn't sound like that we can afford to wait. Tomorrow, then. Tomorrow? Yes. Wow, we're leaving tomorrow. Why is everyone hanging around the town gate? What, didn't you hear? Zoopsy and Garrett are leaving Val on a journey. I wish I could go. I heard it's going to be really dangerous. Oh yeah? So everyone's down there to say goodbye? Hey, what's the that was a lot of silence. What's the matter? Weird, Zoopsy's mother isn't there to see him off. Aw, she must be too sad. You're right, she's not there. Hey, should we go say goodbye too? Sure, let's go. We are counting on you, Zoopsy. Oh, and you too, Garrett. Don't drink the water if it smells funny. Take this with you too. Wow, thank you for the herb. I know not to drink stagnant water, sis. Don't listen to him, Zoopsy. He's a pig. He'll eat anything that's not tied down. Dora's very late. Oh, that's right. Auntie Dora asked me to give this to you, Zoopsy. Catch beads? I guess we're all set to go, huh, Zoopsy? Think again, Garrett. It must be very difficult for Dora. As Garrett's mother, I know how Dora must be feeling. But I still have Garrett's father, while Dora has only Zoopsy. She doesn't want you to go, Zoopsy. But she knows you have to, and it hurts to see you leave. They can't keep standing around like this, or they'll never leave. So, one final farewell. Farewell! Ooh, and bold. And here we are on the world map. So technically, I could go back to my home. Bestow's catch when equipped. How do I equip something? Equip. Learn to catch. Okay. What does catch do? Grab light objects from afar. Huh. I think I'm gonna give it to Garrett instead. He can't. I'm gonna give it to him. There you go. Yay. What is that butterfly? Oh, it's the first Djinn. A traveling warrior. And I see you're an adept too. You are just the kind of fighter that I've been looking for. Won't you please take me along with you? I am a Venus Djinni. My name is Flint. I must find my comrades. We were separated from each other when the volcano erupted. Maybe you can help gather my friends together as you travel. If you let me join you, I'll prove to be very beneficial to you adepts. Your Psynergy will grow stronger and your adept skills will also improve. You can call on us in battle, or just use your power to boost your own. If you call on many of us at once, our powers will work together. What do you think? Will you take me with you? No. Come on, I promise you won't regret it. Please take me with you. Oh, you'll see, you won't regret it. Flint, the Venus Djinni, is now Zoopsy's ally. Now, I'll briefly teach you how to use Djinn. After bringing a genie into your party, you must set it to somebody. To give your genie to someone else, move it like this. After choosing who you will take your genie, you can set it. Setting a genie changes your attributes and maybe even your class. He becomes a brute. When your class changes, the Psynergy you can use may also change. So, next I'll show you how you can use this in battle. Each genie has different powers. Once we're set, you can unleash us to use our powers. Let me demonstrate the power of my attack. Yeah, so basically they have elements, right? Zombie appeared. The Zoopsy pan. Okay, I'm not even doing anything. The computer, the AI is playing. Choose this command to unleash me in battle, okay? Yeah, it will reduce. When you use the Djinn, it reduces your stats because they're not equipped anymore. Bam. See? When you unleashed me, I attack with my mighty stone cleaver. After being unleashed, we Djinn will stand to be summoned. Will then stand to be summoned. Ooh. Summon. If you have a standby Djinn, you can summon even greater powers. Let's summon Venus. Nice. 43 damage. See, we Djinn can be very useful, can't we? And one more thing. After Djinni has been used to summon, it must spend time in recovery. And after we recover, we will set ourselves again and be ready to attack. So we go from set to standby to recovery, then back to set. This is the simplest way to use this. Did you get all that? I'm not going to say no to that because I don't want him to repeat everything. Oh yeah, if you want to learn more about Djinn, refer to the help, okay? Okay, I'll join you now, thank you very much. Please use us Djinn wisely. Woohoo! So, that's interesting. When I first played this game many years ago, I basically gave all the Djinn, basically only set the Djinns, like all the Venus Djinn to Isaac, all the Fire Djinns to Garrett, all the Water Djinn to the Water character, and all the Wind Djinn to the Wind character. Now I feel like switching it up, just to have it differently. Just to do something different. Okay, I also want to show something. See, this is the problem with the Game Boy player. I'm gonna go into menu, check this out. When I go out of the menu, you see how the screen jitters? See this? You don't have that on an actual Game Boy Advance. Worse, if you change the screen to sharp, okay, which adds no effect at all. Check this out. Every few seconds, it will do it by itself. See? See? It keeps doing it every few seconds. It's terrible. So you have to, and if you do soft does something else, so it's not as noticeable, but the best way to do it for this is normal. The other thing is, usually I play games in full. You know, I put the screen, have a bigger screen, but I think it looks even worse because it already looks pretty bad on the Game Boy player. So I just keep the size at normal, so it looks a little bit better. So if I give it to Flint, okay, it reduces his defense and his luck, but he learns growth, but he loses flair. So yeah, it's not very he just gains stuff. Alright, I'll just equip Flint for now. I did save my game. Even the screen turning white, I'd be curious to see what it looks like on an actual Game Boy Advance. Maybe I should have... Oh, Garrett is level 3. Maybe I should have gone and bought some weapons. I'll wait for the next village to buy some weapons. Okay, south or north? Okay, let's go here. Nope. We can't stay another minute in a dangerous place like this. We return to Calais immediately. There are a few permanent missable items in this game, but the Djinn are all... You cannot permanently miss a Djinn. You can always go back. Master Hammett, this is terrible. The bridge has been destroyed. We cannot continue southward. What? The bridge? This is awful. How are we going to go to Calais now? Master Hammett, I'm worried about leaving Ivan behind. As fond as I am of Ivan, it's his fault my rod was stolen. And his strange powers will aid him in search of the rod. Ivan has strange powers. Is that an ice block? We must leave this treacherous place immediately. But to where? Where can we go? We have no choice. We're heading north. We'll wind up in Loompa if we go north. Well, it's better than being smashed by falling rocks here, isn't it? Okay, maybe that means we have to go north too? Maybe. Unclear. We're in Vault. Welcome to Vault, the town of the heart of Angera. This rock was blown here all the way from the volcano. It looks odd, doesn't it? It sparkles so much, it looks like a gem. This book, History of Vault, Volume 1. The book says the name comes from the being cooped up in a tiny place. If only these rocks were gems, we'd be wealthy. Gems of Angera, it says nothing about the rock on the table. No, are you kidding? Wasn't the eruption of Mount Aleph incredible? Nah. Aren't you courageous? Not even an erupting volcano scares you. My neighbor creeps me out. He always has that smug smirk on his face. Yeah, my neighbor creeps me out too. I can't stand his smug smirk. Hey mister, is it fun to see strange new places? Nah. Oh, if it's not fun, then why bother? When I grow up, I want to be an adventurer and sleep in a tent. I think this guy's name is Justin. Those travelers left in a big hurry. They looked like they were in a run. Did you see them coming in? Nah. Oh, maybe they left earlier than I thought. Master Hammett's caravan left town as soon as the eruption stopped. I guess that volcano really shook him up. That poor guy, Ivan, they left him at the mayor's to look for the stolen rod. A fiery rock burnt a hole through the roof. Sheesh, it's always me who has to take care of these things. Off on an adventure, are you? Nope. Oh well, stop in and see your Sanctum while you're here. I was trying to talk to a purple person here. The healer must be worried about... Oh, never mind, it's not your problem. Hey, tell me. We will help you anytime as long as your heart... As long as you are pure of heart. Okay, I just gotta take a quick bathroom break here. We'll be back in a second. Hey, is that a dog? That's a dog in between the stones. Cute. So cute. Like, seriously, I don't even need to sleep in this game. Those three strangers sure have fooled the innkeeper and his wife. They're the type of people who think they can get away with anything. The guests upstairs weren't in the room during the eruption. We searched the room afterwards, but we couldn't find anything. Leave us with this music. We haven't done anything. You're a terrible person if you start accusing people for no good reason. Welcome to 2022, my friend. That kid Ivan, he creeps me out. He just came and grabbed my arm. I shook him off because he made me uncomfortable. Everybody keeps talking about Ivan. Where are you, Ivan? Alright. I'll be back in 60 seconds. Don't go anywhere. Okay, actually, I should probably, I should definitely mute this game. I'm pretty sure this game is likely to be copyright claimed for music. I should probably mute it when I'm not here. Anyway. I don't even have one nope. Let me buy one antidote. At least one antidote, just in case we get poisoned eventually. Is it just me or am I missing something? Ever since the eruption, Grandpa keeps wondering if anything was stolen. He doesn't realize we don't even have anything worth stealing. Ask me anything about armor. Yeah, now's the time to I don't know what artifacts are. I can't remember. Repair? You can have broken weapons in this game? Do not remember that. Okay, so I could buy 2 of those. I could buy 2 of those. Apparently that doesn't do anything. Oh, that's probably because I already have it. I could buy 2 of those. Okay. Is it better to buy defensive gear or offensive gear? Here you go. Would you like to equip it now? Yeah. It looks very good on you. How does 15 coin? Yeah, you see, that's cool because you have an auto resell. What game did we play recently that had that? I think it was Kaiju Monogatari. It would automatically buy a thing that you... Cotton shirt. Well, oh, I can't equip the bracelet. The hip. Oh, they just didn't have anything else. Okay, I'm fully equipped on this side of the aisle. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can't even buy this now. 46 for both of them. Okay, that's what they have. Wow! Super strong, but it's more expensive. Okay, I can't buy it now. I guess some folks got robbed during the chaos of the volcano eruption. Master Hammett's servant can't return to Calais until he recovers the rod. Oh, it's a jail. They have a jailhouse in here. Interesting. There's nobody inside it. My husband, the mayor, can't believe anyone from the vault could be the thief. But unless we find who stole the rod, Ivan can't return home to Calais. Could someone please help Ivan? I could help Ivan if I were just a little older. Ivan has great powers. Would you like to know what they are? No way, it's our secret. See? Even saying yes. Don't say that if you don't mean it, because Ivan can tell in an instant. There you go. What's up, Ivan? Mind read. Yes, I do possess strange powers. You have them too, don't you? What? My power? It's called Psynergy. I had no idea. We have so much in common. I feel I can trust you with this. Imagine being able to read someone's mind. I'm quite troubled. Master Hammett's rod was stolen. Would you please help me get my master's rod back? Nah. I see. I suppose it's a lot to ask of a total stranger. Oh crap. I'm sorry. Would you help me find the rod? Yeah. Thank you. With your help, I believe we can recover the rod. Your names are? Zoopsy and Garrett, I am Ivan. Pleased to meet you. My ability to read people's minds frightens you, doesn't it? Am I really... Is my mind so frightening? No. Oh, maybe I should have said yes on that one. Ivan and Zoopsy clasped their hands together. Ah, my mind. Stop reading my mind, Ivan. So, Zoopsy, could you read Garrett's mind? Just as I thought. What, you read my mind too, Zoopsy? I guess that I could help you read minds if we shared our Psynergy. Hey, that's not fair. Why do you get to read my mind? You're right, it's not fair to read one way. Ivan and Garrett clasped their hands together. Whoa, I did it. I read your mind, Zoopsy. Let's use mind read to find the thieves. So, you could, wait a second, won't people know that we're using mind read? Oh, I see. You two can tell when I'm using Psynergy. Zoopsy, both of you and Garrett are adepts. Maybe that's why you can tell I'm reading your minds. Ordinary people can't see anything. There's nothing to worry about. Don't worry, I will not read your minds again. Hey, we have a new party member. Let me read the minds of the townspeople to find the rod. So technically, you can use that ability throughout the entire game. So like you could get a lot of funny dialogue through this, but I don't think we're gonna use it for the entire game because it's gonna be way too long. You don't look very reliable, but at least you won't be alone. Hey, that's not nice. Since you're helping Ivan, I'll tell you a secret. Ivan has the power to talk with animals. Isn't that neat? Let's see. Whirlwind. I wonder what sort of thing an animal would say. I wish I had that power. These guys looks reliable, I guess. Ivan's pretty lucky. Hey, that tickles. Being tickled by a boy isn't so fun. What? Really, you're going to help Ivan in the search for the rod. I'm so relieved to hear that. Maybe they'll find her stolen family heirloom while they're looking. I missed that old run. Old urn. Are you accusing us of stealing Hammett's treasured Shaman's rod? Yes. Hey, just because we're new in town doesn't mean we're a bunch of thieves. Besides, you can't prove anything. Well, I will right now. Huh, it looks like they're onto us. We'd better leave town as soon as possible. See, I knew it. Hey, what's up, little dog? Stealing in the midst of a volcanic eruption. Humans value money more than value their own lives. Dang, the dog is thinking... That's what he's thinking, huh? Nobody's stealing anything on my watch. We know the thieves must be out of town. They must be. No one living here would break the law. Hey, stop moving. I'm trying to read your mind. Everyone knows those three at the end stole the rod. It's just so frustrating. Yeah, wasn't expecting that much from the dog. Hey, there's a Djinn there. Master Hammett, a wealthy land owner and merchant from Calais, had his precious road stolen from him. He was quite upset. Why does a wealthy man like Hammett make such a fuss over losing one rod? He has more than enough money. He could just buy a replacement. I think think there's a way to set the Psynergy to L and R, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's a shortcut for that. Wait, so if I talk to you, okay. Oops. Poor Ivan, but the rod may never turn off. In any case, he can stay here forever. I feel like we should read every character's mind throughout the entire game, but I don't think we'll do it. I think I'll get tired of it. No man should steal from another during the panic of an eruption. It's unforgivable. Are you leaving? I'm still worried about the rod, so I'll just wait here until you two return. I didn't want to leave. Welcome back, you two. Let's go find the rod. I wanted to go get the Djinn. I suppose these children can't go anywhere since Mount Aleph erupted. The other sparkling rocks all crumbled to bits, but this one I found on the roof is perfect. I must be lucky. Okay, mister, let me see that rock. Can you imagine having to write like all this dialogue for people twice? Like double dialogue for every NPC. Mount Aleph's eruption was beyond description. It was so frightening. We're lucky we survived. That group of travelers was a strange bunch, weren't they? They seemed to be heading to the northeastern parts of the Gobi Range. But I can't even follow them. Not yet. Maybe my neighbor's a thief, yeah. I wonder what the outside world is like. What's up, Tabassus? Fix the roof? Why pay for a carpenter when I can just hammer it a bit myself? Good question. I was just about to leave this town to me when this town behind when the volcano erupted. I wonder if we'll ever see our stolen gold statue again. Go on, if that eases the anxiety in your mind. What is he talking about? That volcano cost us a lot of business, and now this robbery. Those three are paying us a lot of money. I'll stick up for them if there's any trouble. Ooh. Now that is sus. That is sus. What do you want? I want to read your mind. It looks like that weird kid is with them. I can't stand him. Don't let him near me. What the fudge? What am I playing? Can I stop them? They're acting suspicious. No kidding. Something's not right. But you can't use mind read if they keep running away, can't you? There should be a way to read them, but how? Maybe the three of us can surround one of them. Don't worry, this is gonna work. Zoopsy, you take the lead. Aha, I'm gonna split. Hey, they're back. Uh-oh, they're coming for us one-on-one. Do whatever it takes, just keep away from them like before. Oh, now they're not running as fast. There, nowhere to run. Now, Ivan. All right. What is this? What is he doing? He shut his eyes. What is he doing? Are we done? Are you done, Ivan? What did you learn, Ivan? It's them, all right. I think they look at. I think they took a lot of other things too. It looks like they're hiding it all somewhere in this inn, but they won't let me near them again. Then I guess we have no other choice. We have to search the inn. No. It's a lot to cover, but we're the only ones who can do it, right? No. Please, Zoopsie, I beg you. No. It cannot be done? Don't worry, Ivan. He's just saying no because he doesn't feel confident. But when it really comes down to it, well, it's just the way he is. I trust your sense of duty. Well, if that's the case, let's go, Ivan. No, leave me alone. Ow, stop it. Okay, can't read their minds anymore. It would be awful if our guests turned out to be the thieves, but they are. Somewhere in this inn. They've been quite polite and they paid cash. Yeah, that's extremely sus. That's the reason it is sus. Aha. Aha. Uh-huh. Ooh, someone's captured. Soupsy caught him free from the ropes. I came into this loft while I was fixing the roof, but I found I couldn't get all the way back to the back of the loft, so I was looking into when wham! Someone whacked me in the head from behind. When I came to, I was all tied up. Strange. I don't remember all these crates being up here before. Maybe all that stolen stuff is in these crates. Looks like we've been found out. You're pretty persistent for one of the Hammett's whelps, kids. Hammett's whelps? Why are you working so hard for Hammett? What's it to you? Anyway, Hammett's already been caught by a worse bunch of thieves than us. I hear Hammett fled to Loompa after the eruption. Did you say Loompa? A man with Master Hammett's money shouldn't go anywhere near Loompa. What kind of place is Loompa? The town was named after its founder, Loompa, the noble thief. That family of thieves remained noble even when his son Dompa took over. But Dompa's son, Dodumpa, is an evil thief. The man has no morals. I've heard he's truly vicious. So, we're not so bad. How about it? Will you let us go? No. What, you mean even if we return everything we stole and apologize, it's still a crime? You must be joking. We stole this stuff fair and square. We'll just have to keep you quiet. And there's only one way to do that. Get him! Okay. Bandit appeared. Thief 1 appeared. Thief 2 appered. Oh, is that like the first boss battle? Oh, I could use it and then summon. Right. Ray. Let's do it. Bam! Okay, not so bad. Oh, what? Now I can summon Venus. Okay, anyone can summon, apparently. Hey, stop healing. Let me try Whirlwind. Okay. Okay, Quake sucks. Nope, Flint just set. Intimidated and cannot stop trembling. Yeah, we're fighting the thieves. Mastered Earthquake. You got a bandit sword. They got us. Actually, for a second there, I thought we were goners. Wow, we won. I'll get the mayor. After all the trouble we went to stealing all this stuff. Haven't you heard? Stealing from others is wrong. Sheesh, I told you we should have skipped town. Evil never prevails. If you'll give me Master Hammett's rod, I'll head to Loompa now. No, stay with us, Ivan. What will you two be doing, Zoopsy? I suppose we have to go after Felix and the others. Yeah, I guess they look alike in a way. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. He's reading our minds again. Shouldn't we stop him? No. If you say so, Zoopsy. I see, so that's what happened. These are the thieves, Mayor. What you did was horrid. Stealing in the middle of a disaster? Hey, you're the ones who left all your doors open. You were practically begging us to. Ouch! Sorry, I couldn't help myself. What should we do with them? There's a lot of dialogue in this game, though. We're going to have to lock them up for a long, long time. Aha! The gel is going to serve its purpose. Wake up. Let's go. Get up. Hey, can you help me tie them up? Hey, you, Zoopsy, right? I won't forget this. Take them away. I'm gonna go visit you in jail just for fun. Thank you for catching the thieves. You had our sincerest gratitude. Really, you were a big help. So I guess let's take a look at what they stole. Found the mayor's precious urn. Mayor, is that your family's urn? My precious urn has been returned. Found a gold statue. Hey, that belongs in the... They stole from her sanctum? Those monsters. The town's treasures, they're back at least. Mayor, we found another chest over here, you see? It's the rod. Isn't this what you were looking for? Now you can return to Master Hammett. That's right, I heard that Master Hammett was seen heading towards Loompa. Oh no, Dodumpa wouldn't miss an opportunity like that. Loompa, Dumpa, and Dodumpa. I'm certain that your master has been kidnapped. How can I rescue Master Hammett? No one can enter once the gates are closed. What will happen to Master Hammett? Calm down, Ivan. Master Hammett is probably still alive and unharmed. Dodumpa knows that he can use Hammett to extort a ransom from Calais. We can't do much until Dodumpa makes his move, but at least we know Hammett's safe for now. Your name is Zoopsy, right? And you are Garrett. Thank you both. You have my deepest gratitude. Well, let's go then. Before you leave town, please come see me. I have something for you. What a mess. We finally get the rod back and now this. I wish I could cheer you up. You look so depressed. I just want to rescue Master Hammett, that's all. But I couldn't ask you two to help me. You have a very important mission, right? That's right, I saw it in your minds. I have no idea the volcano's eruption is such a secret. Yes, we have to find Felix and his gang, or we'll be in trouble. Then I suppose this is goodbye then. Yeah. I should have said no. Ivan got the shaman's rod. Oh no, I can't play with Ivan anymore. I shall never forget this town's hospitality. I wish you all the best. Could I have kept him if I said no? I guess we'd better get moving too. Maybe that was a mistake. I wonder if I made a mistake. If only we had escaped to the cave northeast of Goma Range. Shut your yaps. They got us this time, but next time they'll pay for this. Blast, I knew we should have skipped town sooner. No, Ivan is supposed to stay with us. It's just that maybe he's gonna come back later. Maybe you could have kept him if I had said yes. No, maybe he would have stayed with us right from the bat, right here. I don't know. There was a Djinn behind this. How can I reach this without? You were such a great help, Zoopsy. Allow us to show us your gratitude like we promised. Show you our gratitude. We got some water of life. Are you heading out beyond Goma Range by any chance? Look for a cave in the mountains of the Goma Range, northeast of us. Once you've reached it, you will reach Bilibin. Alright. I'm not sure why I can't look. There's a Djinn behind this thing. I should have gone to sleep. Although at the same time, I doubt it. I doubt the game would actually change something. I don't think we could have kept Ivan. Hey, first sleep at an inn. I want to know how to go behind. I saw a Djinn here earlier. Okay, maybe it was a mistake. Maybe I haven't seen that properly. Don't know. Ultrasonic waves. Bone chiller. It's all damage. Okay, there's a cave here. There's a village too. Okay, I can actually... Yeah, I don't think this is where I need to go. This will be for later, I guess. Oh, crap. Yay, level 4. You got an oil drop. I think here... Yeah, I'm not gonna go here yet. I'm pretty sure that's not the way to go. The battle background looks so... Yeah, it looks good, huh? You know, it's Game Boy Advance, so... But I like it. Yeah, let's try this town first. Okay. What's with you? You want to enter Loompa? Yeah. Well, you can't go back to where you came from. You're not from Calais, are you? No. The last group said the same thing, but we didn't trust them either. Leave now if you don't want to get hurt. Okay, so now I think I can use... Catch? Aha. I got a nut. 200 HP. Okay, so I can't enter from here. That's why the cave's there. Ah, there's something with that. It's not growth. I don't think I can do anything with this right now, but... Flip the switch. Hello? Okay. What did that do? What is sussy music? Oh. Wait, what? What was the point of that switch? I need something here which I don't have. What is growth? Attack with wild plants, okay. I think it has to do with the water on the ground. I don't think it can do anything here. Okay, maybe I do have to go right then. You came all this way for nothing? That doesn't make any sense. Loonpad's no place for people like you. Go back. What should I do? You're not here to save Hammett, are you? Yes. Well, return Hammett. We'll return Hammett to Calais very soon. Just wait a little longer. You don't want to make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Okay, I don't know. Doesn't seem to be here. But they said it was the northeast. Alright, let's go here then. Bam! Critical damage. I don't remember what happens when you die in this game. Oh, I'm back here. Oh, because they said northeast. Okay. Okay. I guess this is what I have to do. Oh, he fled? Man, they keep fleeing. If you're afraid of me... Ah, this is the cave he was talking about. That's why he said northeast. I was just in the wrong spot. You got an herb. Oh wow. Mushroom with the critical hit, no less. Okay, you can keep going down there. Oh, I'm not gonna go there now. Don't chill my bones, buddy. Go a cave entrance. Yeah, there you go. No use, our Psynergy isn't strong enough for that to free that stump. Well, look who's here. Peace out, the bosses. You want to move the stump, right? It looks like it's trapped in the ivy. Isn't there anything we can do? I know. I have a great idea. Leave it to me. All right, Ivan. I did it! Thanks for the help. Why are you here, Ivan? I couldn't get into Loompa. Don't get me wrong, I didn't come here to ask for your help. Your quest has been on my mind ever since I left Vault. Remember, I read everything that happened in your minds. I couldn't just leave, not with all these terrible things happening. If I can't rescue Master Hammett, then I want to help you. Please allow me to join your quest. Hey, I couldn't say no. Are you trying to get the Bilb into this cave? Then let's go. Yay! Ivan's back. Bam! Would you look at that? Oof. Okay. It's so fun. Yeah. It's just too bad it doesn't look better. Like it would on a Game Boy Advance, which it looks super gorgeous. I know it's hard to imagine how it could look that much better, but it really does look that much better. That's my only regret, really. I don't even know if you can. It's gonna be hard to find a video that shows how it looks on a Game Boy Advance. You can look up a cleaned up version. Probably the Wii U version looks clean enough, I think, from what I've seen. But it's really hard, like, unless you have a Game Boy Advance and see it. It's hard to imagine. Because even the clean look of emulators, I feel doesn't give the same feeling. Skeleton! Man, so many paths everywhere. He'd probably bother you. You got a nerve. I think I probably need to... Oh, look at that. That's a fire Djinn. Do you see something strange over there? I fought it, but it fled. When I returned, I saw it again. I wonder if it likes this place. So you gotta fight the Djinn. Oh, let's mind read it. It just whacked me in the head and ran away. Next time I see it, I'll be the one doing the whacking. Like, I don't remember if, you're supposed... Yeah, I guess you're supposed to win the battles, I guess. Yo, level 5. Can I grab it from here? I don't think so. No. Okay. Ah, man, the screen tearing. You have a line flashing through the screen sometimes. Crazy. It was called the Willhead? I didn't even look what it was. Ow. Wow, that's a lot. Oh. Level 5. Yeah, you see what this the thing is with the auto regen MP. It feels like there's no nothing's hard because you can always heal indefinitely. Lucky medal. That sounds like Dragon Quest 2. A special medal from Tolby. It's not from Tolby, it's from a treasure chest. Yeah, it is a Willhead. It's like a will-o-wisp, right? Ow. Okay. I can't just jump down. Would have been nice, but I guess I gotta walk all the way back down. How do I get that Djinn? Oh, there it is. Hey, Panda. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you. See you next time, dude. Have a good one. Okay, can't go there. Aha! What's up? Marsh Djinni appeared. I can't use catch, can I? Oh, I have other I don't even have it. Ooh. 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 Ugh. Got it. Got it. Yay. You got it. It's pretty impressive. Keep your eyes peeled for others like it. Yeah. I'm aware. Set. Yeah, that just raises everything. Because he's fire naturally. Almost died. Okay, you have to switch it to yes. Uh-oh. There's a path up and there's a path left. Which one is going where? Okay. Oh man, there's too many paths. Which one leads to a treasure chest? Which one leads to something else? I think maybe this is the way to come back. Maybe. Gotta say, the ghosts look pretty good. Ow. You got an oil drum. Ah. What? What? Ah, it's just to come back. Okay, this is the entrance. Ah, I see. Because now I can finally go. Yeah, that was the exit. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Aha! We're out. We're out. We're in Bilibin. It's a tree, but it looks like a man. Welcome to Bilibin. Please just ignore that strange tree out in front. Many brave warriors have been sent to Kolima. Travelers needn't worry. Help me, somebody. Well, there you go. You guys are so unlucky arriving in Bilibin in such a scary time. Did you see the tree at the entrance? That tree was once a man. He came to your village under a curse. His last words were that he had offended the sacred tree. We ended up like this because of Lady McCoy's foolishness. If only she had wanted to live like a queen. There's a tower at the top of Immel that people say was built by the gods. Everyone there calls it the lighthouse. Only great adepts can enter the lighthouse of Immel. Something changed in the eruption. Now all sorts of strange creatures lurk in every forest and mountain. That explosion must have been a sign of some big disaster. I'm scared. Curse in Kalima? What a scary development. I don't believe in curses from ancient trees. You can't reach Kalima no matter how you try. Any travelers heading east are stuck here until the road opens up. Until then, I'm gonna make a lot of money. She's just happy. Wait, I need to. I want to set mind read to something. I don't know how to set magic to the L and R buttons because I'm pretty sure you can. Grrr. Did you hear a sound? You heard it, right? Oh, it's been so long since I ordered. My stomach's rumbling. Where's my dinner? Ah, that's it. I just want to scream with hunger. But I still have to smile. Boy, it's tough being a businessman. We came here because Lord McCoy was building his wife a palace. I wonder if he stopped because of the curse. I came to Bilibin hoping to sell furniture. Instead, all I get is a palace nobody's building and a restaurant that won't serve me and my food. I think that big tree deep in the forest looks suspicious. I see why they call the big tree in Kalima Forest the sacred tree. Do you believe a tree spirit can curse a man? No. Really? Then go see Lord McCoy and listen to his story. It's hard not to believe after you've seen that tree out in the front. Oops. Sorry. I cast I cast Whirlwind on him instead of Mind Read. I don't care who does it, just undo that curse now. I can't wait to see today's special. Yippee! Yippee! Isn't it ready yet? My mouth is watering just thinking about it. Start cooking already. I've had all the customer complaints I want. Hey, Mr. Head Chef, are you going to cook or not? Customers are waiting. Should I just forget that I'm a newcomer and just start cooking? Yes, I'm really worried about Kalima. I was born there, you know. I can't even focus on my cooking. Father, Mother, I hope they're all right. I wish I could go home and see them right away. I've heard songs that tell of ancient trees developing strange powers. Maybe the power is what caused the curse. It has been said that a fairy named Tret lives inside the holy tree. I went to Lord McCoy looking for work. I'm too scared to accept the job alone, though. I'm getting a little scared hearing all these stories from the villagers. Yeah, you should, you should give us more funny dialogue, guys. McCoy had the trees cut down so he could build his wife a grand palace. Ah, Lady McCoy, I would just love to be her. Will I ever live in a lovely palace? Probably not. Man tree at the entrance is really a man cursed by the sacred tree. It's all because McCoy, the lord of his town, cut down all the trees. All the booms. This is Lord McCoy's fault, but we can't say anything. He's the leader after all. Hey, I got an antidote from the barrel. Wow, okay, I'm getting stuff everywhere now. Snow is already piling up in Immel and the weather's freezing. If I were you, I'd wait until spring to go there. But I love the snow. When spring comes, I want to go see that angelic Mia again. We rarely see any snow around Bilibin. It must be difficult to live in a snowy town. I think I'll just stay here. No man, snow's great. Snow's great. Lord McCoy has been quite frightened since the incident. Everyone gets worried when the town leader gets scared. I wonder if we can still rely on Lord McCoy. I wonder. You must be used to all types of danger and being travelers and all. Lord McCoy could use someone like you. Only someone really brave would go somewhere so scary. Sacred Feather reduces you can reduce monster encounters. I wish I had that in light fantasy much faster. Long ago, the lighthouse near Immel had the Water of Hermes, a magical liquid that could heal all injuries. Could the Water of Hermes save a man who had turned into a tree? Probably. Or even the legendary Water of Hermes cannot turn back time. If only there were a potion that could restore youth. The Water of Hermes vanished long ago. After all, nothing lasts forever. Yeah, I'm not gonna check every freaking barrel in the world. Too bad. Is it true that a mountain exploded on the other side of Goma? The sky was a brilliant red. That sky was a brilliant red that day. It was a beautiful sight. Sorry. I want to see the pretty sky again. Ever since that man turned into a tree, everyone has been too scared to go near the town's entrance. He begged for help as he turned into a tree, but no one would help him. Is that how all grown-ups are? What do you mean? Like begging for help? I know that guy who turned into a tree. I remember his clothes. Poor man. He seemed so happy and then he turned into a tree. What if that happened to me? How are people doing in Colima? I've been worried. I can't imagine that everyone in Colima turned into a tree, but... I got a hard nut. Boost defense. Is it a permanent thing? Don't know if it's a permanent thing. Well, would you look at that? I hear a large group crossed over Goma Range, heading towards Immel. You must be mad. It's almost winter and you're going to Immel? Yep. Peered into the well. The bottom of the well is not visible. Looks very deep. Oh man, do I have to buy a bunch of stuff now? There was an able healer in a village called Vel, but he's gone now. The world will never see such a great healer again. Have you heard of the ocean? Yeah. If you travel over the ocean too far away, you'll find another world. They say the world of misty darkness begins there. I wish I could see another world if I were a little younger. Oof. You can buy. I don't have a lot of money. That's the thing. Barely have enough money. Give me some money, game. To 81. Crazy. Light blade 68. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Mace? $63? 68. It seems like it's more worth it to buy an axe. 53. 57. I think I'm going to buy a battle axe. Let me give you this game ticket as a token of my gratitude. What's a game ticket? Should I buy another one? For Garrett? Check. Yeah. What's the problem with a battle axe then? I'm just gonna buy another one. You look bolder already. Alright, let's keep it at that for now. What's a game ticket? A special ticket from Toby. Okay. Please give me strength at times like these. Ah, don't move. Stop moving. Someone will save us. Just keep the faith. I'm starting to feel that this is only a beginning. Will I turn into a tree someday too? How terrible. You don't want to turn into a tree. Don't want to do that. The road to Kulima is blocked now as per Lord McCoy's orders. No one would dare go after that. No one would dare go after what happened last time. Have you tried heading southeast from here? The road is blocked, so you might as well not even bother. I heard they put up a massive barricade up. Where did these kids come from? Hey! McCoy's hidden warehouse. Do not enter. Well, sir, I would like to have... Can you pull it? Okay. Oh, because I gotta enter from somewhere else. Can I pull it even more? Nope. That was dumb. Okay, so I gotta enter from behind or something. Where could I enter from? Welcome back, Ebo. Where's the other secret entrance? Don't know where it is. Lord McCoy is so upset about this curse that he can't even eat. The Lord will only meet with brave and mighty warriors. You don't seem the type. Think you're up to it? I see. You seem pretty confident. What do you say? They look like a little young to get involved in this ugly mess. Nobody else seems up to the challenge, though. What do we have to lose? All right, I shall let you pass. Follow me. Wait, wait. I need to find the secret pathway. Upon closer inspection, it seems the well is dried up. Okay, can I jump inside it? I got a nut. Are you telling me I'm responsible for this? Yes. Sure, I had them cut the tree down so I could build my palace, but if anyone is victim, it's me. I've been waiting for my palace for months. Oh, great, you're that kind of person, huh? If all this trouble was caused by the sacred tree, then all we have to do is cut the tree down. Dang. The lumber I ordered from Kalima disappeared after the incident. If things are like this keep happening, maybe we should stop building that palace. Have you seen the barricade we built on the road to Kalima? It's off to the east, if you want to see it. It was a rush job, so I had to take some shortcuts. I'm glad I didn't know Kalima was involved in that incident. If I had, I wouldn't have done it no matter what. But she wants her palace. That's how that's the only thing that counts. You know? I'm out of MP with Ivan. Doo-doo-doo. 21 coins. Pretty expensive. So, I forgot to come upstairs before. I've heard songs that tell of ancient trees developing strange powers. No, I've been here before. Forget I said anything? It's expensive for the money. I don't have a lot of money, and 21 coins, bruh. Wow, this is a big town. If you want to see Lord McCoy, follow the red carpet. How many times do I have to tell them? Why won't they leave me alone? I've always believed that the old tree in Kalima Forest should be protected. I shouldn't have said anything when they were planning the new palace. I think I might have caused them to cut down the holy tree. No, not the holy boom. I got a smoke bomb from a barrel. Sounds like the kind of place where you'd find a smoke bomb. What do you think? These are Bilibin's great treasures. Whoever ends the curse can claim these as his own. Oh, I'm gonna claim those as my own. What good is treasure if you get turned into a tree? Okay, these are just empty places. Empty little spots. Let's check this place now. What's up, guard? What are you guarding? Seems the curse of the tree has not yet come to Bilibin. Kalima Forest used to be so green. When the holy tree was cut down, everything began to turn brown. Is Kalima Forest dying? Well, probably. Oh, are you willing to go to Kalima Forest? I forget how many people Lord McCoy has hired to end the curse, and yet not a single warrior has returned. Sending these children to Kalima Forest, do they want more people to suffer the curse? Make sure you don't offend Lord McCoy. They should never have let such young children into the palace. I'll be the one to get yelled at if they break an urn or something. Hey, we're not young children, we're like 17, relax. You can see Kalima pretty well from here. On sunny days, Lord McCoy comes here to admire the view. Lord McCoy hasn't come here for some time. It's because of the curse, no doubt. We're old enough to be adventurers. That's what's the matter then. Sir, some new warriors have just arrived in the palace. New warriors, you say? We've sent many a man into Kalimor Forest, but not a one has returned. And these warriors, did you get a good look at them? Come closer, laddie. Hey, are these the ones you were talking about? They're but children. And you expect me to believe you can save Kulima? I feel like saying no. Bah! You're too young. You cannot handle the job. You can leave now. What is it? You've had a change of heart. You want to help Kulima? Well, I'll grant you a brave lot. Here, this key'll get you past the barricades to the east. Even with a key, such wee lads as yourselves will never reach Kulima. He's making fun of us, calling us children. They're just irritating, don't you think, Zupsi? That's just irritating. Nah. Are you serious, Zupsi? It doesn't bother you? Nah. Well, don't let him get to you. We'll just have to prove we can handle this job, whatever it is. So you decided to accept their little job. Hey Ivan, you don't look too enthusiastic. That curse can turn a man into a boom! You think we stand a chance? What? Of course we do. You know we do, right, Zupsi? Nope. Come on, Zupsi, you said you'd do it. We're still doing it, right? Well, if Zupsi's going, I guess I'm in too. At least we all agree on something. What troubles you, my lord? They seem willing enough. They call themselves warriors, but they're not but wee children. Aye, these are desperate times, but I cannot send such wee lads to their doom. Then what will happen to Kalimor Forest? We cannot give up hope on our other champions. But what about us? We cannot send you into Central Doom. What if we said that we were going to East anyway? You can go once things have settled down. But that means you're not going to let us go. Ah, it's for your own good, land. I didn't want to talk about it anymore, Captain. Nah, come on. I'm sorry, but you should leave now. Come on. Why'd you change your mind, buddy? Your name was Zupsi. I'm sorry you were rejected. I never ever expected anything like this to happen to Bilibin. Will you promise me you won't go to Kalima? Nope. You are persistent, aren't you? The barricade, you may not need a key. Oops, I shouldn't have said anything. Well, I'm gonna go now. Sorry lads, but Kalima's future is best left to more experienced men. There's nothing more to talk about. Tell them to go. I don't care how often to return. Who are you talking to? You're alone right here. You're alone. Okay, so I guess I can just go by myself. I just want to know, how do I get that Djinn, though? You know, I need to get that Djinn. Ah, I think I know. Look at this. Look at this. I saw something here. How do I climb on this fence here? Where's the entrance? There must be a way to go on top. Ah, here it is. Here it is. Look at that. Haha. Found you. I found you. I knew there was a path. Aha! Here we go. We're gonna have to fight him. Are we gonna have to fight him? Just in case we need to fight him. Nope. Woo, we got a Djinn. Jupiter Djinni Gust joined Hyven. Nice. Set. So now I could move around, right? If I give in trade. Oh, I can't just give him. You have to trade. Because you need to have the same number on every character. Okay. So I may trade stuff later, but right now I don't want to switch them up because I could. I probably could do it anyway. Like if I give, let's see, if we trade, see what it does. It lowers some other stats, but it will give you. I'm gonna learn Delude, but I'm losing Quake and Earthquake. And I learned. Oh, now he learns. Yeah, I lost Cure. Rat multiple foes and delusion. Well, I'm not sure it's that great. I'm not sure it's a good idea to do that. Maybe. I don't know. You could even do like this. No, he has the loot. This is just messing up with the stats. I don't have enough Djinn yet, so it doesn't really matter too much. What's up, Fedor? Fan of the game, huh? It's a good game. Bilibin Treasury is called. Alright, I'm stopping here for today, guys. We're gonna have to stop. But yeah, good start. It's good to play Golden Sun again after so many years. I forgot pretty much everything. I don't know the story. I don't remember it. I know some bits and pieces. Like I know who the final boss is, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't remember the finer points of the story really, or anything that will happen or not. So it's like rediscovering the game. So good game, good music, you know. And it's not that long, as we've noticed from my save file.